Every year, thousands of people switch plans they shouldn't have. And it's not because they picked a bad one, it's because they had no business changing plans in the first place. And a lot of those people are still paying for those mistakes years later. So today I'm going to give you 3 times you absolutely should not change your Medicare plan, even if there's a bright, shiny new one sitting right there in front of you that you want to switch to, that you think will save you more money. So let's go into it. Hi, I'm Joseph Pate, better known as Medicare Joe. Myself and my team here have helped thousands of people enroll into Medicare the right way. And part of my job, honestly, is telling people not to switch plans as often as it is helping them switch plans. And in this video, I'm going to give you the 3 times a switch is definitely the wrong call. It's when your health has changed, number 1, and you'd fail underwriting. Number 2, it's when you're mid-treatment, have something already planned, going through prior authorization perhaps. And number 3, when your current plan still fits just exactly what you need to do and you're just switching because you can. So the pain point that I see in our industry is that everybody has an incentive to move you to a new plan. And with these 3, definitely the last one is probably the most important, which is just switching because you can switch. So definitely stay until the end where I go over that, but I'm going to go over for each one what the situation is, why switching is the wrong call, and really what to do instead. And again, because changing your plan just to change it really cannot be the best move for you at the end of the day. So situation number 1 is going to be when your health has changed and you'd fail what's called underwriting. So in this situation here, this is when somebody's on a Medicare supplement plan or a Medigap policy, and your health has changed from when you first got onto the plan and you were guaranteed accepted into the plan. Maybe you have a new diagnosis, maybe you have a new chronic condition that has come up, maybe some new medications, and now open enrollment has come about. Maybe somebody is talking you through switching to a Medicare Advantage plan or a different supplement plan for that matter. And the problem here is when you leave a supplement plan, it's not like changing cell phone providers or internet providers. It's typically a one-way door in most states. Once you drop it and go to a Medicare Advantage plan, getting back onto a supplement plan later on down the road does require health underwriting. And if your health has changed from when you first enrolled, you may not qualify anymore to go back to it. Now, obviously, there's certain windows that you can do this. Sometimes within that first year of enrollment to a Medicare Advantage, if it's your first time on there, you can definitely test it out. But a lot of people don't try switching back until after that 1-year window when something else comes up with their health. So it's important to know that that door behind you closes ever so quietly when you leave a Medicare supplement plan and go on to a Medicare Advantage plan. So what to do instead if your health has changed and you're happy with your coverage that the supplement provides and it's still within your budget for the month, stay put with it. If it's working well, don't change it. If your supplement premium has climbed and you want to shop it, you're better off trying to shop it and qualify for the same supplement plan you have, just with a different carrier at a lower premium first before completely changing to a Medicare Advantage plan, which just is a completely different setup of how your Medicare works. Now, obviously, last case scenario would be if you can't qualify for another supplement and your premium is just way out of budget at this point, well then understanding how those lower premium Medicare Advantage plans work and maybe supplementing them with some ancillary gap coverages to go with it could be a good route for you. Now, solution number 2 is the time that people should not change their plan is if they're in mid-treatment or they have a planned procedure coming up. So if you're currently in the middle of a treatment plan or you got a procedure scheduled early next year that's already been approved, already gone through prior authorization with your current plan. Maybe it's a surgery, maybe it's just ongoing therapy. Maybe it's a specialist that took, months to book, because I know that some of them can be 90, 120 days out with their bookings. The reason why this is not the time to change is because prior authorizations, whether it's through, the Medicare side of things or Medicare Advantage, do not carry over between plan changes. every single plan makes its own determinations on what's going to be covered and approved by the plan. So if you switch during the annual enrollment window in the fall time, your new plan starts January 1st. Everything that your old plan had just approved, you would now need to get reapproved by the new plan. Sometimes even with different criteria, different approval methods, different costs that could end up happening. And February could roll around and things could get denied, delayed, or you might have to change providers entirely if it's a different network. So the switch didn't just change your plan, it reset the whole clock on your medical care by doing that. So what we recommend people do instead of a plan change, now obviously if your plan's going away and you have to make a change, you have no choice. But if you're on a plan again and you're happy or at least not unhappy, it might make sense to stay put. So what we recommend doing instead would be to finish the treatment, complete that procedure, reach a natural end of the current plan, current care plan, medical care plan for your current health care plan, and then evaluate if it makes sense to change in the next enrollment window. It could be during the OEP window, which is between January 1st and March 31st. It could be again in AEP, October 15th till December 7th of the following year. Peace of mind matters more in this case, I guess, than extra benefits that you could see for the new year. A lot of those approvals when you're going through stuff just eats up time, and that time can be worth a lot more than these extra benefits you'd get with making a plan change. So wait until the treatment's done, and then once it's completed, then look into maybe making a change if, again, you're not happy with the coverage you have. And that leads me to number 3. This is if your current plan still fits your needs. So nobody really in the industry likes to talk about this. It's when your current plan works, your current doctors are covered, your medications are on the formulary at reasonable prices, your premium is still within budget and stable, your annual notice of change form comes and everything looks pretty much the same as the prior year, but it's open enrollment. And everybody around you seems to be switching. Everybody's calling you to get you into a new plan so they can get a new commission on the new plan change. So you feel like you should be switching too. That's the problem. So why switching is the wrong call here is because just switching for the sake of switching is one of the most common Medicare mistakes I see people make, because the best Medicare plan is the one that actually fits your life, your actual doctors, your medications, your actual usage. And if your plan fits those needs, when you switch to a new plan, you are introducing the risk that the new plan won't meet your needs. There's an old adage, don't fix what's not broken, right? That's the concept here. A small risk of a mismatch in a doctor, a formulary change, or a network surprise that could come up on a new plan that your current plan doesn't actually have right now might not be worth it. So again, if you're happy or at least not unhappy with your coverage, don't just change to change. What to do instead would be to run a quick audit. Doctors are still covered with my current plan. Medications are still on the formulary. Annual notice of change has no big changes to it. Premiums in the range of what I want, right? Save your enrollment energy for when your plan actually changes on you and you get a notice in the mail saying your plan's being discontinued, or your plan is now having a major shift in the network or a major shift in premium, to now it makes sense to dive into a reason behind shopping your plan and making a change. So these are the 3 times: your health has changed, your mid-treatment or mid-procedure of a medical care, or your plan still fits your needs. If any of those describe you this year, say no to making a change with your plan. It's the best Medicare decision you'll make all year, I promise you. And if you know somebody that's about to switch or is coming up on the open enrollment, share this video with them. This might have something in here that will answer questions that they're looking for. If you have questions yourself and want to speak with our team, you can book a free consultation with one of our team members below with the link in our description, and we can make sure that you're making the right changes or not making any changes at all. Please do me a favor, give this video a like if you found it helpful. Any comments you drop below, I go through those personally, giving you answers to your questions that you might have or that weren't answered in this video. Happy to assist and help you through any Medicare questions that you have. Again, I'm Joseph Pate, better known as Medicare Joe. Thanks for watching.